The death of George Floyd and subsequent protests have many people talking, but what happens when your kids ask why people are demonstrating? Racism, police brutality, and civil disobedience are big topics that are difficult to broach. Tanya Rogers explores how a few families are handling that tough conversation.
This is Olaf, and this is Sven. They're both named after from Frozen, the movie.
The Kana family enjoys spending time together in their backyard. They also like having tough conversations about the latest unrest in our country.
When I was looking at her phone, I saw Mr. Floyd in the search bar, and I knew there was no way that she had not seen the video. And that really made me think there is no reason to hide them from it. You can't hide them from it. These conversations need to be had. You don't know what it's like as much as you think you do, or as much time as you think you can spend with someone. I think that we can sympathize, but we can't entirely understand. And that's where we're gonna have to really change that narrative.
When I see things happen like this, I am definitely urged to use my voice, because as a communications major, that's what I was taught to do. Instagram, Facebook post may be heartfelt, and which I'm sure it is. That's not going to translate into what's the newest, legislation or policy that's going to help fix situations like this.
It's a tough conversation, and it's hard to explain, and it's hard to find the right words even as adults. So when you're explaining it to an 8-year-old, it's tough, but you can't ignore it, because then that only adds to the problem.
It's not fair.
Understanding that people are in pain. We move forward by people who are in power listening to me, but most importantly, listening to this generation. At the end of the day, there has to be real change from the bottom up. Local government, state government, federal government, policing has to change.
I'm balancing between heartbroken and angry, and I'm 17. That shouldn't be something I have to do after I just graduated high school.
And I'm disgusted by what's going on, but it no longer surprises me.
Families impacted by what's happening around the country.
Experts say it's okay to not know exactly what to say when the conversation starts, but it is important to remember that your children are relying on you to help make sense of a difficult world. We have newly released COVID-19 numbers to tell you about for both North Dakota and Minnesota. Details coming up next on Valley News Live at 6.